Hey guys, welcome to Surf and Show. I'm Noel Salas, and today I want to introduce you to my new signature pivot template in the Momentum series. This is going to be fun. Sit back, get your favorite drink, enjoy the show. So let's start with the Momentum series being a concept for me. For years, at 160, 165 pounds, I've been riding a large fin. Why? I like the wide base of a large fin. The wider the base, the more resistance I feel from the fin, the harder I can push to gain speed through the turn. However, the downside is when I talk about a large fin being in the water, there's going to be more fin depth going into the water, creating more drag, and it's also going to make my board feel tighter and a little less responsive compared to a medium fin. Now, that's what I like about a medium fin, is I like the depth. So that way the board feels fast and loose. But now the downside to that medium fin is I don't have that resistance to maximize drive through turns. So what I did was I hybridized a large fin and a medium fin. Just extracting or taking what I like from a large fin, giving me the wide base with medium fin depth. So now I'm sacrificing nothing. I've got maximum drive from the wide base and the board's feeling fast and loose, and I can put it where I want in the wave as quick as possible with less drag. Now the pivot template is the newest addition to the Momentum series family, and it's pretty upright compared to the neutral template, which has a little bit more sweep or rake, or even the rake template. And when I talk about sweep or rake, look at how much more arc this fin has. So this one's a bit more upright, right? And I want you to think about a more upright fin is going to give you a quicker directional change. It'll get you off the bottom and in the lip quicker and do a tighter turning radius because it has less rake or sweep. Now, I get asked this all the time. When would somebody use a pivot template over a neutral template or a rake template? And I already covered that in a beach break. If you want to get into the lip quick or you're working on more vertical surfing, this fin will get you a tighter turn and get you into the lip quicker compared to a fin that has more sweep or rake. Now, the other time I think it's appropriate to play with a pivot fin or the pivot template in your board is if your board's tight. Some of you guys buy your boards on the bigger side with more volume. What would be ideal to loosen that board up with either a pivot template or a neutral template compared to a rake template? Or another way I would say this is if you were riding a board that was shorter, wider, and flatter, so it doesn't have as much rocker, kind of like the Hypto here. This would be a great fin for the Hypto Crypto because when a board has rocker, that's what makes it easy to turn, put it on rail, and give you traction. So with this board being wider and not a lot of rocker, it could feel tighter, and the best way to loosen that up is to have a pivot fin. So with a board like this with less rocker, it's going to plane good, it's going to paddle better than maybe a high performance shortboard, but now I want to keep it loose and responsive and put it where I want in the lip real quick. Because it's so wide and it doesn't have that rocker, this is a great way to offset that. Now, let's talk about when would you put a pivot template in maybe like a high performance shortboard or even like a daily driver. Once again, it's what are you working on? If you're working on big carves and you want to lay down the rail and gain speed through that turn and you're riding something like a high performance shortboard, you might want to do that with a rake template. This will really complement the rocker in the high performance shortboard where you can put it on rail and gain speed through your turns. This is going to shorten the arc up a little bit. So you're not going to extract as much drive from a fin that has a more upright template compared to the rake template or even the neutral template. Now, another thing that's really unique about our pivot template is it comes with a smaller center fin. So one of the things I particularly was testing a lot of different prototypes was what do I want this fin to feel like? Since it has less rake or sweep to it, am I still going to be able to get drive? I want pivot, but I feel like me as a surfer, I always want the hold. So I've got the large base, and I also gave the side fins a wide tip. Even the center fin has a wider tip. And that's going to offer more hold because there's more surface area than if I had refined the tip and made it narrow. A narrow tip is going to let go. And that's what I did with the rake template And the neutral template, because it has more sweep or rake, I'm getting that drive through turns. Now I want it to release a little bit. Now with the pivot template, I'm looking for hold. I'm getting into the lip quick. I want some resistance so I can still gain speed through the turns. And then with the smaller center fin, it just keeps the board nice and loose and playful, and I still feel like I have control, but I'm getting into the lip quickly. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode on the new pivot template in the Momentum series. And my signature fins is my interpretation of fast and loose with maximum drive-through turns. And there's nothing like it on the market today. I think you guys will be stoked. Until next time, we'll see you in the water. Bye-bye.